before, but people do not believe it when I say so, unless they know it already. One begins to distrust very clever persons when they become embarrassed. Dreadful experiences raise the question whether he who experiences them is not something dreadful also. Heavy melancholy men turn lighter and come temporarily to their surface, precisely by that which makes others heavy, by hatred and love. So cold, so icy, that one burns one's finger at the touch of him. Every hand that lays hold of him shrinks back, and for that very reason many think him red hot. Who has not, at one time or another, sacrificed himself for the sake of his good name? In affability, there is no hatred of men, but precisely on that account a great deal too much contempt of men. The maturity of man, that means to have reacquired the seriousness that one had as a child at play. To be ashamed of one's immorality is a step on the ladder at the end of which actor of his own ideal. When one trains one's conscience, it kisses one while it bites. The disappointed one speaks. I listened for the echo, and I heard only praise. We all feign to ourselves that we are simpler than we are. We thus relax ourselves away from our fellows. A discerning one might easily regard himself at present as the animalization of God. Discovering reciprocal love should really disenchant the lover with regard to the beloved. What? She is modest enough to love even you? Or stupid enough? Or... The danger in happiness. Everything now turns out best for me. I now love every fate. Who would like to be my fate? Not their love of humanity, but the impotence of their love prevents the Christians of today burning us. The Piefraus is still more repugnant to the taste, the piety of the free spirit, the pious man of knowledge, than the Impiefraus, hence the profound lack of judgment in comparison with the Church, characteristics of the type free spirit as its non-freedom. By means of music, the very passions enjoy themselves. A sign of a strong character, when once the resolution has been taken to shut the ear even to the best counter-arguments. Occasionally, therefore, a will to stupidity. There is no such thing as moral phenomena, but only a moral interpretation of phenomena. The criminal is often enough not equal to his deed. He extenuates and maligns it. The advocates of a criminal are seldom artists enough to turn the beautiful terribleness of the deed to the advantage of the doer. Our vanity is the most difficult to wound, just when our pride has been wounded. To him who feels himself preordained to contemplation and not to belief, all believers are too noisy and obtrusive. He guards against them. You want to prepossess him in your favor? Then you must be embarrassed before him. The immense expectation with regard to sexual love, and the coyness in this expectation spoils all the perspectives of women at the outset. Where there is neither love nor hatred in the game, women's play is mediocre. The great epochs of our life are at the points when we gain courage to rebaptize our badness as the best in us. The will to overcome an emotion is ultimately only the will of another or of several other emotions. There is an innocence of admiration. It is possessed by him to whom it has not yet occurred that he himself may be admired someday. Our loathing of dirt may be so great as to prevent our cleaning ourselves, justifying